In the bottom left location, one of 3 starting locations on the map Xel'Naga Fortress, we have our Youngblood New School StarCraft 2 Terran Pro Gamer. And now here in the upper left, down 1 game, this man is a legend, a.k.a. the Renaissance Nerd. He is...
NaDa.
And I guess that's his pirate ship back there.
NaDa fighting.
NaDa fans.
Byun fighting.
Some Byun fans. TVT on this map is actually pretty tough.
Yeah, you know, if Byun wants to go Marine Marauder against NaDa again, he's going to have to be very cunning.
Well. All right, so Gas Refinery. Barracks Refinery.
Both players, in fact. NaDa, 1 game from elimination. Still chasing that elusive GSL title.
Both these guys really have a lot to prove right now because you would have thought we would have seen NaDa in the finals before.
Yeah, I mean, he's come close a few times.
Yeah,
it just hasn't gone his way.
But, you know, it's just weird that we haven't seen him there yet. So I think NaDa really is like, all right, man, one of these times I'm supposed to be there. At the same time, Byun is one of these guys that's kind of rocketed through the ranks.
Yeah.
Well, so, yeah, go ahead.
You know, Byun put in his time. Used to be a Protoss Pro, the first pro gamer we had in the GSL that switched races. And it looks like we have for Byun, of course, the tech lab on his barracks, but NaDa going for the factory, getting a second gas. So very likely a Banshee build.
Now, just so you guys know, because I get asked this a lot, why did they eliminate the? Why does the Xel'Naga Watchtower kind of self-destruct on this map? And that's because in Terran vs. Terran, it's actually too pivotal.
Yeah.
Who has the Watchtower?
It all comes down to a siege tank line there. It's bad.
Yeah. And so we don't want that.
NaDa, or rather Byun, he is making a Reaper, and he had a second one queued, and then he canceled it. I got really excited for a moment. I love seeing more than 1 Reaper. And in fact, he's just going to go with the 1, even though he had 2 queued. He was totally teasing me.
That's Byun for you, man.
Yeah.
He's a real tease.
Is that. NaDa Tech Lab going up on that factory. It's going to be for the starport, of course. Probably get some cloakage going on.
Uh-oh.
Those Marines
NaDa might be completely prepared for this.
Dude, those Marines, what a spot to choose.
Oh my God.
What a spot to choose. What?
Wow.
I actually cannot believe this.
All right, he did get him.
Well, I'm going to tell you guys
He
exactly
should have
what
seen
Byun knows
actually
at
the
moment.
double gas. No, he only saw 1 gas.
Yeah, he only knows about 1 gas?
I can't believe a Reaper actually managed to run up to 2 Marines, jump up a cliff, and then run by him and actually, you know, survive.
Yeah, it doesn't make a lot of sense, Stasis. I don't know. I feel weird when I know something's going to die and it doesn't. I'm like, who am I? Am I Artosis?
Remember when the Reaper killed the Hellion and it changed our lives?
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
I had to shave my head. I was like, I'm starting a new page, new chapter in my life.
Yeah. Oh, Tasteless. We have Blue Flame being upgraded for Byun. You know, in the new patch that Blue Flame upgrade actually is a Blue Flame now. Is that exciting?
Sorry, what?
Never mind. It's fine. Now, the first Banshee is out.
Note, clearly NaDa is actually investing into a 1-base build. And NaDa's also supply blocked.
Ooh. This is not very NaDa-esque.
No.
Well, his Siege Tank, Marine, Cloaked Banshee, all in.
Yeah, this is basically an all-in, guys.
Yeah.
A lot of it's going to be hinged on how much damage this Banshee can do.
There is a turret being built right there. There's already out a Viking. There's 2 command centers. Byun is looking like he's in pretty good shape to actually stop this.
Right now, Byun looks like he's the Byun.
The what?
Byun. Byun 1, he's the 1. Byun.
Oh.
Ah, I tried.
Yeah, that's all right.
NaDa's going to be careful with that Banshee. Hasn't quite done enough damage yet.
Trying to stay out of range of that turret. Of course, it detects further than it can see. And now going after a spike throw. Whoa!
Whoa, he just didn't even move it.
Yeah. Well, NaDa moving out now. But Byun does have Blue Flame Hellions. If he can actually kite the Marines a little bit, soften up this attack that's incoming, NaDa's going to be in just a terrible spot. Just a wretched spot, Tasteless.
Just a wretched
spot. See if he can do it. Very smart move.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. He's not moving the Hellions now. Miscontrol there.
This is actually really important. Going after that
he's not going to get it either.
No, he's not. Nice zoning there by NaDa. Siege mode is on the way for Byun. NaDa does not have siege mode. He's not even getting siege mode back. Right. And he's going for it. He's just got to make sure his Marines don't all just die.
All right, he's not going to have siege mode, and this means that a siege tank push from NaDa is going to be really hard to stop.
Yeah. And here come the Blue Flame Hellions up, but now hitting siege tanks, that's not too useful. Nice scan there as he loses vision for a moment. And the Banshee will go down. That means that NaDa's going to have to blindly walk up the ramp to attack anymore unless he uses scans, of which he has none left. But he is making a command center right now, so NaDa realizing that he can transition out of this. Really good job by NaDa. He is afraid of those Blue Flame Hellions, though. They do a lot of damage. His Marines have really been softened up. And I think NaDa is going to realize that it may be time to stop this.
Yeah, he may have to go back home.
Yeah, but he's done his damage. He's up 54 supply against 45. He has actually 33 SCVs to 22, both multiples of 11. And he's making a command center. He's actually looking fine. I like it when you see a top pro, they do an all-in build, they start doing damage, they realize, oh, this damage is eventually going to run out, I'm not going to kill him, throw down the command center, and back it up into a transition.
Well, it's better than watching him kind of blindly go in there and be like, I hope this works.
Yeah, that's what we normally see, but NaDa, much better man than that.
He's the Renaissance nerd, man. His strategies are made of balls.
You got my nose laugh.
Get your little nose chuckle.
Yep.
Oh, nice Viking positioning there. I like that. He's ready for whatever. What?
Byun actually has made a second factory already. I don't think he's actually going to stay on Marine Marauder again.
Smart. He already kind of showed Marine Marauder there, so psychologically NaDa's sort of gearing up for that kind of attack, and with a different unit composition being in play there, I mean, he's not going to be. He's going to be surprised, that's for sure, when that attack actually does come.
Third factory going up, so Byun committing himself to mech. Meanwhile, NaDa has 4 racks and a factory, so it's actually reversed roles from last game. And NaDa's expand actually mining before Byun's, even though he's had the command center for 3.5 days.
That goes to show you how good the pressure build was there.
Yeah. It's still up 9 SCVs, 40 to 32. Well, it was 31. As I started reading it. Hate it when that happens, Tasteless.
No, I hate that. When I'm like trying to read the supplies and suddenly they jump up by 10, I'm like, oh. All right.
Overkill.
All right, here come the Hellions. Looks like he wants to try to just clip a few SCVs.
Yeah, there's not any units in NaDa's main either, so this actually might work out very well. NaDa is moving into the center of the map. I hope NaDa is careful for his sake.
All right, here we go.
You don't want to line up your SCVs as they run away.
They are so doing that right now.
Well, he's got those Marines, and it looks like these Hellions are going to be deflected very easily. And NaDa, almost going for it. He does have stim and combat shields. That's not a lot of siege tanks. He could actually stim into that and kill it if he spreads.
I think he's under the impression there has to be more around there than that. He's like, no way, man. But actually, the truth. Oh, hold that thought, though. Oh,
quite right, Tasteless.
Yeah, he's just saying to himself, well, no, he must have more. There were some Marines parked inside Byun's main, too.
Well, NaDa, realizing that he has map dominance at the moment, is throwing up a third command center. Well-timed. SCVs are getting closer to each other in number, 46 to 40.
NaDa now taking a third base.
Well, NaDa finally adding another factory. Realizes he needs more siege tanks against mech heavy play. If you want to go Marine Marauder, you kind of have to make a lot of siege tanks as well, or you're not going to be able to hold any positions. It becomes very cost inefficient to try to unsiege, move in and siege against siege tanks plus Marines and Marauders that stim and attack at you.
Yeah. Yes, that is true, Artosis. Whoa! The little Hellion butts were burning when they ran away from that. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Are you lying to me, Artosis?
No, I was watching. All right. Took me a minute to actually understand what you were saying, though.
You had to compute it.
I've never heard that Hellions had butts.
Well, they have little butts.
Little tiny butts?
Little frog butts.
Frog butt is so funny. And someone is like, what? No, it's not.
What?
No, dude, believe me, it's so funny, frog butt. Oh, my God.
That's what I tell my buddies. If I got a buddy who's like way skinny, I tell him he has a frog butt. I do, man.
I like that. I really do. Right now, the supply's very even, 134 to 128. And look at that. That is a very well-placed tower by NaDa.
Whoa, 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 whoa. He's not even sieging up like properly.
And completely cost inefficient for Byun.
The siege tanks right there for Byun were bumping into each other like this was the Three Stooges sketch.
Yeah.
But in fairness, he's carved open a hole. He can now move out on the map, but it's not exactly the most direct path to anything that NaDa has. So it'll be tough to reinforce. He might want to continue to focus on carving up the contain. Right now, NaDa with about a 10 supply lead and a positional advantage.
You know, NaDa's actually doing something that's very interesting to me. Well, first off, he's made a little mistake. He didn't kick custom shells. Sometimes people forget that. But anyways, here we go. And this is actually exactly what I was about to talk about. He's made a planetary, and he left a Marauder and a Marine behind it to stop Hellion harass. It's actually a really cute setup. I've never seen it handled exactly like that, but very good.
This attack now, NaDa not quite coping with the push here. Looks like Byun will actually just move forward. He has more than enough Vikings. And NaDa, he's got to be careful because, if you see a contain that's this weak and you're the guy doing the contain, you got to pack up and leave.
Yeah.
Go for counterattacks or something. Don't just sort of let him own it.
Yeah. That's well said, Tasteless.
Thank you.
And NaDa doing a nice scan there. But again, his tanks are actually stifled a little bit funny. Normally in a hard contained tank against tank, you want all your tanks in an exact straight line so that no matter what, if they move up to try to attack you, all of your tanks fire. If he has all 5 tanks sieged perfectly straight against the grain of his opponent, or whatever you want to call it, the plane that his opponent is attacking on. The plane.
The plane rhymes with grain.
The grain in the plane goes insane as long as you have
eventually
your
attacks
tanks.
into the Terran's main.
This rhyme has been totally inane. But no, he wants them in more of a straight line. He's done it a little bit more now. So notice now more tanks attacking back. But Byun is outmaneuvering right now. I really
nice
like the way
shot there. And so far now, Byun has managed to squeeze in there and get his additional base. And now, let's see here. There's about a 5 supply difference between the two players. So he's caught up from the 10 supply difference. And as he continues to push forward here, this push here is almost to the sensor tower.
Yeah, he's actually about to kill the sensor tower, I think. Or just barely not.
And notice he's not got a planetary. He doesn't have a lot of scans. And he's having to scan a little bit more than his opponent.
NaDa finally deciding to turn around, but he still has 10 supply more. Still doing a pretty good job here. Byun gonna take his 3rd while NaDa takes his 4th.
It is 16 siege tanks for Byun against NaDa's 8, so double the siege tanks here.
8 is still a pretty good number. It's pretty high. And it's... Well... Look at that Viking flower.
Look at that Viking mating dance. Synchronized swimming Vikings. Uh-oh. Is he going to go around with those Hellions? Oh, it looked like it. I'm sorry.
I think he may just go for a bust in a moment here. He actually has so many siege tanks.
Does he have any Marauders with this army up here, or is it just Marines and siege tanks for NaDa?
He just has a few Marauders. Oh, actually, no, he has 11 Marauders there.
Uh-oh. Goodbye,
Nice
siege tanks.
Yeah. See, that's a nice line right there.
I'm getting worried. NaDa's siege tank count,
It dwindles.
it's dwindling more and more and more every single time.
Less and less and less.
Sorry, less and less. Did I just do that?
Yeah.
Did I just say more and more and more? I said like the exact opposite of what was happening. All right. A few Hellions on the move now. Going to that upper center location. Ooh.
Yeah, Marauders tearing apart Hellions like nobody's business. And look at this, Tasteless. Byun, he wants to do a Blue Flame Hellion drop.
Right now, Byun at about 190 supply, so we'll be catch up to NaDa in no time. NaDa at maxed out here.
And look at this. Both players are maxed. He does not want to lose SCVs right now, though. NaDa does not.
He might not. Those Hellions kind of going for the wrong unit, the siege tank there. Now getting some more SCV hits.
Does kill a few. But still 61 SCVs to 56, NaDa's lead. And Byun is starting to add some starports, Tasteless.
Yeah. Oh, nice. A ton of Vikings here. Byun looks like he's just going to wreck NaDa's Vikings. And remember, NaDa is short on orbitals.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of spotting that they just can't do.
Not only did he wreck those Vikings, Tasteless, but Byun is throwing up 2 more starports. NaDa, he actually does have 4 of his own. But Byun has a huge Viking lead right now. So he's actually going to be able to get ahead on that for a while.
Look at this. Oh, we don't have a shot of it, but a little bit more damage there from the siege tanks as they move forward.
A lot of very red Marines in there. NaDa taking his 5th base.
You know what's crazy? We're actually seeing Byun push NaDa all the way to the upper side of the map. That contain was one where Byun couldn't even do a quick expand. Uh-oh.
And
NaDa, man. Beautiful.
Yeah,
That's why mech is so good. Wow.
That was a cute move by NaDa.
He actually completely and totally denied that.
Uh-oh.
So, Artosis, I think NaDa might actually lose this game.
He's falling apart.
He's just like letting the guy get closer and closer and closer.
NaDa just threw away a huge portion of his supply. See, this is actually how NaDa should have played last game with the siege tanks.
Yeah, exactly.
Very slow, methodical movements, and just picking away at everything.
He might be able to drop Vikings at this point in time. Just unsiege everything and go for it.
Oh, there's a Marauder up there.
Uh-oh.
You don't want to
Never mind, that one Marauder
like 12
take everything out.
Vikings against a Marauder? No, Tasteless, silly guy.
No.
That's a Marauder. And Byun just continues to push forward. Really well-earned victory here by Byun.
Yeah, you know what? It looks like that's going to be the case. I mean, he just keeps making siege tanks. He keeps moving forward.
NaDa has a small chance left with these incoming Viking stasis if he can win a Viking battle. Let me count the Vikings, actually. It's Byun has 13-10 for NaDa, but Byun has some damaged ones in there. If NaDa wins a Viking battle, he has a Banshee, so he can actually suddenly take control because there's no anti-air for Byun besides for these
Well, he saw the Vikings there with that scan. So, and here's the other problem is now the Hellions, the Cutlers, the Hellions go up to the north. Oh, man. Byun, I think, actually might have just done it.
May have.
Oh, those are Marauders.
He's out. Now, here we go. The Viking battle's about to occur. This is the most important part of this game. And he is going for it, Tasteless. His Banshee at the same time killing off siege tanks. The Banshee, if these Vikings win, will make the siege tanks on siege. 0-0 against 0-0. Very close. Both have to run away.
You know, this is such a weird game.
Really is.
Now, the Banshee is doing its job. It's really reducing the tank count over here. It's 171 supply to 140 with Byun in the lead. And you can see he's just desperately trying to get turrets up over here.
Yeah, this Banshee is doing a great job. It's at 5 kills already.
He might want to scan and just try to shoot down the one Banshee.
That is a risky move, but it might be what he needs, Tasteless. NaDa just, well, it looks like he will lose the Viking War finally.
That would have been an interesting. It would have been an interesting comeback here.
And you know what? After all that, actually, it's pretty close. 160 supply to 151. Need a player with a big bank. So NaDa has kind of stabilized. You know, he has more bases than Byun mining right now. And in fact, out come some more Banshees.
Oh, he shot down one of the Banshees. But there's still 2 more in its place.
You know what would be very good for Byun right now, Tasteless, is a Thor.
Well, he had one at the bottom of the screen. I don't know where it... Okay, there they are. It's 2 of them. One Thor is giving the other one a back rub.
Huh. It's the Gretorp Thor. And NaDa, once again, going after these Vikings.
You know, he needs to... Byun really needs to seize the moment pretty quickly here because NaDa can still recover from this.
Yeah, no, he's done a good job, man. NaDa's actually in the supply lead, 166 to 158. But the tank counts right now, actually, they're very close. NaDa at 13, Byun at 16. Very, very similar these two players are at the moment.
NaDa kind of maneuvering around to the upper right side of the map. That's sort of the open area right now. The only reason why Byun can't be there is because of the Banshees that are out. But
and, ooh, what is this? NaDa kind of moving around the map in a funny way with just a small group of units. I'm a little bit scared about this, Tasteless. I'm not going to lie. I'm a little bit scared at the moment. He's actually just going to snipe a command center, isn't he?
I don't know if this is a good idea or not. I think I'm sort of on the same page as you. Now, there's a lot of Marauders here, but
turns out...
Yeah, this was a really bad idea.
Yeah, it turns out it was as terrible as we were thinking.
All right, I was sitting there like, well, it's
sometimes
not.
Sometimes we trust him too much.
Yeah, I'm looking at him, I'm like, I don't know, maybe it's good. Like,
you know, it's NaDa. Maybe he's seen somehow. No, he's not. He's actually...
I was like, wow,
he's trying to pull off a caper. That's never going to happen.
Yeah, man. Nice use of the word caper.
Yeah. Thank you.
Well, that one mistake took what could have been a pretty good comeback and turned it into NaDa making yet another poor decision here. NaDa's now trying to do what Byun's doing and push out, but Byun already is moving around the map. He could siege up over here. Don't get too close. That was scary.
It was. Huh. 170 to 171 supply. Siege tank counts are at 17 for NaDa, 19 for Byun.
Can you make that sound that just came out of your mouth again?
Yeah, man. That's the sound that this situation calls for, actually.
You're right. Well, really what this all is, it's a fight over the upper right location. Nice sending the Hellions in here, just wrecking all the SCVs.
Yeah, I really like that. That way it can't be repaired anymore, not quick enough. But the siege tank's taken out from the low ground by NaDa. And another Viking battle. These are just so important, Tasteless, and Byun.
But it's always NaDa coming out behind.
Yeah. He's got to be careful about that. It's just so important. Well, Byun is just totally wanting to kill this command center. And if he does, it's going to bring them to even bases.
Note that NaDa has no sensor towers on the map. It's all Byun. That's how much map dominance he's had. If you note, he's just never been able to really recover from that. The planetary, you know, NaDa's going to make a choice. He's going to keep trying to repair this because he is going to lose it. All right, here we go in a big attack.
NaDa pushing forward perhaps a little bit too much into the scary siege line of Byun. You know, I think NaDa thinks he's further behind than he actually is. I feel like that was almost a desperation move. NaDa continues to pump his Vikings out.
This has been one of the best games where I've seen a player contained, and he's very slowly and steadily gotten out of it and then made his own contain and won.
Yeah, Byun has done an absolutely fabulous job of showing the world how to properly use mech in TVT.
Yeah, he's actually done a really good job of that in this game. Okay, so we have Vikings now moving out here. I almost feel like he's stuck with the Vikings a little bit too long.
Well, he got excited with that Banshee play. He's like, well, I got to win the air. And he continues to try. NaDa trying to take another base right now, by the way.
Oh, and look at this. Byun's already one step ahead. Thank you, Sensor Tower.
You know what I actually like, Tasteless? NaDa has, I want to say just not enough tanks right now, but he's about to way win Viking Wars, Tasteless. He has 5 more in production right now. If he had waited for them, he would have crushed this. Instead, you Byun will kill everything he has.
You know, I'm somebody who really likes to watch NaDa play, so I like to see him get deep in our tournaments. Byun is actually playing better, so.
Yeah, he's playing much better. There's no question there, Tasteless. I mean, NaDa had some great moves, but he actually had 5 Vikings about to pop out, and he engaged in a Viking battle.
There we see a bunch of SCVs moving out, going to the expansion.
Byun right now moving forward, bringing the clamp down. He's up over 30
He may try to
supply.
bludgeon this one.
I think he's going to.
I think he did. He's like, I don't have any more time to waste here.
And
nice.
NaDa
Scan first.
Super cost efficiency for Byun, and even Byun has a Banshee at this point against just very little anti-air of NaDa.
And now the SCVs have to move out, and this is another failed attempt here by NaDa, and I think pretty soon. Do me a favor, actually, Artosis. Check the upper right location real fast, or up top center.
Plenty of minerals left.
Plenty of minerals. All right, then this game is not going to be ending right away.
He is a little over a third of the minerals remaining on those patches. So that is enough for now. But Byun he's mining a little bit more right now. If NaDa can hold that left expansion, though, I mean, the game continues. Ooh, nice move.
Nice, using that siege tank as a spotter. Now that sucks for NaDa because he barely has any operational bases.
Right now, we have 16 Vikings for NaDa, 14 siege tanks. For Byun, we have 8 Vikings and 29 siege tanks. That is a gigantical difference. And that is what we call bludgeoning.
That's actually, that was just me holding my breath there, Artosis.
Well, the Vikings of NaDa are coming in.
This is smart. Byun just runs with his Vikings. He's like, all right, whatever.
Yeah,
you're actually not mining from anywhere. You are in a lot of trouble, Mr. Smarty Pants.
Well, landing some Vikings trying to take that out. And they get up. Well done.
Oh my God. I think this actually is now over.
Yeah,
Am I mistaken? I mean, look, NaDa is basically... This is actually one of the widest contains I've ever seen. Sorry, go ahead.
Byun is up by 50 supply right now. 148, 190. It was. NaDa is kind of running out of places to mine from, and Byun is slowly but surely taking new bases on the back of his vastly superior.
Look at all those SCVs. Or Nescientipede. NaDa again, desperately trying to just reclaim this base. But it's about to burn down.
It's pretty close. 70 hit points left as NaDa.
Is he not going to repair that?
He is.
All right.
Byun just continues to maneuver around the map better than NaDa. NaDa's actual little row of siege tanks is only 5 siege tanks, man. NaDa's actually barely making siege tanks at this point.
Oh, wow. Okay. Big battle here, and that's smart. Only sieged up half the siege tanks.
And NaDa does lose all of his tanks, but this Banshee doing a lot of damage. And the Thor is actually going to be a problem, Taste. Oh my God, that volley did
I saw that.
It did like 1,000 damage. Oh my God.
More Hellions moving over here.
Mix a Thor in these Viking battles and everything changes. Oh my God, the Thor.
Well, you know, it's so cheap to get one Thor compared to all these Vikings.
That Thor just killed 5 Vikings with a volley. These Vikings will plunder and pillage no more, Tasteless.
He's got to be careful. All right, watch this splashed image from... Whoa, interesting.
Yeah, well, I
that's
think
so funny.
He's dead.
He actually just landed like into the range of a bunch of siege tanks.
Yep. That was NaDa just giving him his units. GG. Byun.
Really well played.
2-0 over NaDa. I didn't expect that. I thought for sure NaDa would be able to take the series, but Byun truly outplayed it.
I thought NaDa might end up taking it, but it'd be like a 1-2. Nope. Yeah. Or 2-1 for NaDa, I guess you could say. NaDa, you know, he's always consistent, but he's just not able to break through the results to get him deeper than he normally gets in a tournament. Yeah. He's never a finalist.
Not yet, Tasteless. He's been so close, but Byun, I'm happy for him. He's making it pretty deep this season. There's been some seasons where he's been on and some seasons where he's been off. And this one, apparently, he's on, man. He's taken out some amazing players in TVT. He's had a lot of TVT matches, really showing off. I loved his mech play. He needs to never do Marine Marauder tank again. He needs to just stay on the mech because he pushed forward so methodically.
He really did. I could not believe, actually, that he... I mean, let's look at it like this. NaDa had a contain that made it even impossible for Byun to get a third base. And he actually pushed him all the way up to NaDa's third base.
Yeah, he was very...
That's crazy.
Very methodical.
Nah, you're such a nerd. I don't know what to do from that. Man, I'm surprised at NaDa lost because he was playing well, but Byun really, really outclassed him. I mean, this is why we saw this guy get so far, winning mostly Terran versus Terrans.
Yeah.
And
I mean, he was in there with he was in the MVP SC FOU group.
Yeah,
and he went out of there, and
he's good.
He's beating NaDa, so he moves on. And who will he play? He's going to play another Terran, man. And I'm getting a little bit scared for that Terran.
Me too.
These Terrans coming up are pretty good.
Cannot wait to cast that. Yeah, you know, it's like NaDa, I felt like his ideas were all good, but they either weren't well executed enough or they were all late.
No, I think you're right on the execution.
Yeah.
I think you're right on the execution.
And then, you know, when Byun followed that up with a Thor, because most of that game was actually about Vikings controlling the map in certain locations. Yeah.
Next, we're going to have Polt against Bomber.
Optimus Prime against Bomber.
Optimus Prime against Bomber.
You will call him Optimus Prime Artosis.
I'll try.
You will call him Dr. Optimus Prime.
Dr. Optimus. It's like Dr. Octopus.
Dr. Octopus Prime.
Dr. Octopus Prime.
That'd be me, man.
Oh,
my octopus claws tickling you like this. All right, 5-minute break. We'll be right back, so don't go too far away here at the GSL.